Hi everybody, I hope you're having a great day. In this video I'm going to be covering a character that's most well known as President Superman. He made his first appearance in Final Crisis, issue number 7, in March of 2009. Now his birth name was Kalel, but his legal Earth name was Calvin Ellis. And he's the Superman of Earth-23, having brown eyes and black hair. Now, seeing as how he's a pure-blood Kryptonian, he has all of the typical Kryptonian powers and abilities, as well as their weaknesses. His body naturally absorbs and stores solar radiation from yellow stars, and this gives him vast superhuman strength, invulnerability. All of his senses are completely off the charts, and this includes vision that has microscopic abilities, telescopic abilities, electromagnetic spectrum vision, and a heat vision that can act as a concussive beam. He can fly, has nearly unlimited stamina, speed, and agility, and he can also generate gale force winds with his breath alone, as well as supercooling this exhaled air to freeze different targets. Calvin has some of the best leadership skills on the planet, being the founder of his world's Justice League and the multiversal Justice Incarnate, as well as becoming a president of the United States that had the highest approval ratings since the 1970s. One unique thing about Calvin, though, is that he had a very specific fighting style that he was extremely proficient in, seeing as how he was trained as a boxer by his earthly father since he was a child. Calvin's only glaring weaknesses are those typical to his race, being vulnerable to kryptonite and magic. And just as another fun fact, it's confirmed that this Superman was strongly based on the real-life President Barack Obama, as well as the legendary boxer Muhammad Ali. Now, similar to the classic Superman, this Kalel was also born on Krypton many years ago, and his parents Jorel and Lara were able to send the small Kalel to Earth to escape from Krypton's impending demise. When the baby Kryptonian got here, he was found by the Ellis Family, who gave him the name Calvin and raised him to be an ambitious and moral man. And once his Kryptonian powers started to blossom, he became the Superman of his world, defending the oppressed and keeping peace all around the planet. For many years, he operated out of a self-constructed citadel called Fort Superman, using this as a base of operations against many different villains, in particular the Lex Luthor of his Earth. His exploits inspired other superheroes to come forward, and that's when he ended up forming their Justice League. While doing this, he achieved much success as his alter ego, Calvin Ellis, going on to become the President of the United States, protecting the world with not only superhuman power, but with political might as well. He would one day be recruited by the Supermen of the Multiverse to help fight against the vampire god named Mandrakk, and he was key in establishing peace on the new Earth. He'd also go on to be the main champion in the epic fight against Superdoomsday from Earth-45, also known in short as Superdoom. This monstrous, artificially created Superman had already taken out Optiman of Earth-36 and the miniature chibi Superman of Earth-42, going as far as even eating this chibi Superman. But through President Superman's efforts, they were able to finally beat this beast. From here, he would go on to join the fight against the powerful and evil entity known as the Gentry. This campaign ended up leading him and the other superheroes into conflict with Monitor Nick's Uotan, who had changed into the Dark Monitor, as well as the mastermind behind it all, the Empty Hand, who was actually the Gentry's master. This is when he and a group of other Supermen from alternate universes banded together to form the Justice Incarnate. And you can be certain that President Superman's leadership was very important to this team. Now, due to his powers and abilities and his influence on the DC universe, for my 1 to 10 rating, I'll give President Superman a rating of 8, which is an unforgettable rating. I hope everyone enjoyed this video. I'll talk to you next time. Be sure to like and subscribe to The New Sage.